Congenital anosmia. So I had you guys ask me on Instagram questions on congenital anosmia. I'm gonna leave it up, and if I get more questions, I might make a part 2. But let me open my phone and get the questions. I think I only have like 7, so this might be like a short video. I don't know. It might be like detailed. I love detailed questions. They just take a while. That's why I was saying that. Wait. It keeps saying like I have an extra message. I haven't replied to that person yet though. So it keeps on saying like I have a request. I'm only 2 followers away from 800 on Instagram, but I lost a follower and I was only 1 away. I was sad. Okay. I'm gonna click like see all. See, I only have like 7. But I'm gonna click on, I'm gonna like shout out the user in case they're content creators. I hope you guys don't mind me doing that. But yeah. I don't wanna message them, I just wanna. Okay, the first one is by, I'm gonna go by recent. Limited._ZI. Hopefully I can like take a picture of that, but they're a YouTuber, so I'll put their thing. Okay. So I don't know if this person knew what it was, but he said she they, I don't know how to say this without being like sounding offensive. Hold on, give me a second, let me look. I should probably have looked into this sooner, but I don't know. I'm trying to look if they say he or something. Yeah, they said pretty girl, so I think it's okay. So she slash him. I don't remember. I don't know the gender. How long have you had it, and was it hard to deal with at first? So I've had it my whole life. So I'm gonna tell you guys what congenital anosmia means first, because everyone, like, people have asked me. Okay, congenital anosmia. I just watched a video that kind of explained it. Congenital means like you were born with it, and anosmia means loss of smell. So I was born with the loss of smell. That's basically what it means. So I've never smelled. I don't have any memory of smelling. I don't have any memory of scent and stuff. I can't smell. When I breathe through my nose, when I go like that, I literally just get air. I breathe through my nose too much. But when I breathe, I get air. And I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I did the scope. I did the scent test. I haven't gotten the MRI yet. But he said he was like 99% sure it was congenital anosmia. Because I have no memory of it. And I can't smell anything. And he said the only other possible way is if you got anosmia when you're like very, very young. And you just had it your whole life. But anosmia, you can like come back from it most of the time. Okay. How long? So all my life, that's the first answer. And then was it hard to deal with it at first? I mean, when I found out about it, because I'm trying to relate to this because I've always had it. So it was hard to deal with it when I found out about it, like what I had. Because I was like, oh wait, so it's not, I was confused the whole time. Because when people, I'm getting too much into it. I've had it my whole life, so it's kind of hard to deal with it. Depending on the day. I always feel like left out, so that's not nice. That's not a good feeling, Okay. If you could, this is by another YouTuber, so. She's actually really nice to me. So, her nickname is D with a flower and a plant emoji. And her name is Charmani_034. And this is it. I'm probably going to take pictures of these and just put them on the screen, so you should see them right on the screen. Okay. If you could experience one smell for a day, what would you choose? This is such a hard question, because I don't want to smell everything, but I feel selfish when I say that. I want to know what chocolate smells like. I love chocolate, and I want to know what it smells like. So, that's what I would choose. But I'd be grateful I could smell any smell for a day. Are there any this is by the same person. Are there any safety concerns like smoke or gas leaks? There are a lot of safety concerns, actually. I watched a lot of videos about this because I've been wanting to watch videos about this because it makes me feel like seen, and it makes me feel like it's not just me and like not an outcast. I feel emo when I say that. But there are safety concerns. Sorry, I didn't shave my arms, so they're ugly. No, there are safety concerns because like I can't smell gas, so like if there's a gas leak, I can't smell it. That's what literally she said, like smoke or gas leaks. That is a concern. And also, I wouldn't be able to know if there's a fire until the fire alarm sounds. So I can't smell smoke. I can't smell anything. I can't smell smoke though. So that could be a danger. Gas leaks. I've eaten so many spoiled foods and stuff. I'm surprised I haven't gotten sick. I've gotten sick from eating spoiled stuff too. So there are safety concerns you don't know about. There, you couldn't smell like a fire if a fire was burning until like it was filled the house and the fire alarm went off, or the smoke alarm. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of safety concerns, definitely. Does it affect how food tastes for you? So this is actually common discussion. Everyone always asks me this too, and I don't know. I read this thing, and people say smell is a part of taste. I can taste just fine, but since I've had it since I was like born, I don't know if it affects my taste. I taste just fine, but a lot of people say that I probably can't taste as well as other people, so my taste is like a little downgraded, but I don't really know. It doesn't affect it for me though. I can taste it just fine. I can taste it, so, and I get happy, and I like eating food. So, what is daily life like with congenital? Crash out. I wasn't locked in. What is daily life like with congenital anosmia? It's a mouthful. It's by the same person. Daily life, honestly, it pretends to day. Daily life makes me crash out sometimes because my friends always forget that I have it. So they'll be like, oh, did you like that? Oh, doesn't that smell good? And I'll just be like, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I like to say yes to rage bait them because then they'll remember. They're like, wait a... They always feel bad though, and I feel bad because it's not their fault that they have to remember this, and it's hard to remember because it's invisible and you can't tell. Like, you couldn't tell that I couldn't smell because I have a nose hole, 2 of them, so it's kind of hard to tell. I switch accents. I'm sorry, I do theater, so sometimes I switch accents on accident. No, but it is hard. Basically, I wake up, I do stuff, I make food, I just can't smell anything, and I just walk to school. And today made me crash out because my science teacher kept on talking about scents because she was telling us how we could tell in science experiments that scents. And yeah, I also have to deal with having to make up like those essays where you write about describing scents and smells and stuff, or you describe different like senses. That is hard for me because I have to write more about like taste or like sight. I have to write more usually, especially for science, for describing stuff, which is great. Or I usually just get my friends to smell stuff for me. They describe it by taste. So that's what daily life is like. People forgetting, my mom forgetting, people getting kind of mad at me because they're like, well, that's not my fault. I can't remember. Okay, this is by a new person. We have a new person. I don't know why it sounded like we just adopted that person. You know what? I can't say that. People are going to get mad at me if I say I adopted you. Okay. I forget verified account doesn't mean they're famous. It hurts so bad. Let me drink water. Whatever. I find it cool that I can do that. Look. I find that cool. I've always found it funny. Okay. Dark Zipper OX. Zara Cameron Laval. I must have that right. And she's verified. I forget that verified doesn't mean famous though. Model, director, CEO, and yeah, she's a CEO and stuff. She's fashion. Oh, she's in the GC. I'm following her. She's in one of my creator GCs. Okay. What's the most common question you've received? Can you taste? People always ask me, can you taste? That's like what everyone asks me whenever I tell them. And I'm like, yes. Yes, I can taste. If I couldn't taste, I would actually cry. I love food. I love food. It's my coping mechanism. But it makes me mad sometimes because I can't. I don't get like the happiness from smelling food baking. I get the happiness from seeing it baking though, and hearing that it's baking. I'm like, bet. So yeah. Okay, this is from someone else. This is from. It's funny. He calls himself my #1 fan. Hello, #1 fan. If you're watching this, I don't know if you watch my YouTube channel. James_12ZZ. Go follow him. He's a pookie. He's a baddie. He always comments on my post and likes them like first. What is it like to have it? That's a good question. Ball knowledge. You commented first. That's why it was last. I'm sorry for answering question last, even though you commented first. I'm sorry. But no, like I'm generally sorry. I'm just talking fast, so I don't look sorry. But like I'm generally sorry. my voice, bro, my allergies. But no, it's like, it's hard to explain, but basically, imagine, like, I don't know how to, like, but imagine, like, when you get, like, sent up your nose and stuff, imagine instead of smelling things when you, like, sniff your nose, through your nose, I don't know how to call that, when you smell through your nose, I don't know, when you sniff through your nose, imagine instead of saying, it's just air. So it just feels like I'm breathing. Like, when you're kind of like when your nose is stuffy, and you can't really breathe through your nose, that's what it feels like. And I breathe through my nose, and I get nothing. And it's basically, like, really hard because scent is such a common thing that it's, like, everything. Like, all of my assignments always ask, what does it smell like? Describe the scent. I'm like, I can't. My favorite thing is, though, when someone tells me, like, my friend, like, oh, the beach is salty, or they tell me something and I remember it, and I'm like, I heard, and they're like, what, do you like to smell the beach? I'm like, it smells salty. I get so excited when I get to use something that I heard because I remember it. But then some people think I'm faking because of that. I don't know. I wonder for anyone else who's a kind of congenital anosmia, there's a word for congenital anosmic. So people with anosmia are called anosmics. It sounds weird. Keep it a buck, but congenital anosmics in the chat. I'm so weird when I say that. Do you like when you hear what something smells like too and you use it like what I just said? I think that's fun. I think it's fun to do. But also, so half of it is just like getting told that you're lying and asking if you can't smell and that you're doing it for attention. And the other half is just being confused and feeling left out because I'm like, I don't know. They're like, oh yeah, you know, like bread smells good, right? And I'm like, I don't know. It could smell like dog poop. I don't even know what dog poop smells like. And the other, also, what people do is they always ask me, oh, so you can change the baby's diaper. Oh, change the baby's diaper then. Oh, pick up the dog poop then. I can still feel me picking up the dog poop. I can still see the dog poop. I still have that gag reflex. Okay, I'm still gonna like feel disgusted when I have to pick up dog poop or change a baby's diaper. That's still there. I just can't smell it. So I get forced into doing some bad tasks. Also, my sister's pranked me before. And I'm scared. My friends said they're gonna like put fart spray in my perfume one day and I won't know. I'm like, I'm scared because I won't know. We're gonna hope that doesn't happen one day, or they just haven't been doing this secretly. Also, how I pick out my perfumes. This actually, I feel like people want to know this. How I pick out my perfumes is, I have a pinboard. How I pick out my perfumes is I usually have my mom help me with it. I usually pick out what my friends like. I have my friends smell them, tell me they're good. And they describe it in like a taste. I'm like, ooh, I probably want that scent. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll ask Siri, but describe them. And I remember which scents are good in common perfumes that my friends like. They're like, oh, I like this scent in perfumes, so I'll use it. So, and I also use most of the popular ones. So I can't really have my unique scent, which is kind of sad. But I like the bottles. I like collecting perfume bottles because they don't have a scent, and I can't smell them. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I wish I got more questions, but not a lot of people answered. I only got 7. But I got viewed like 32 times, but I only got 7. That's reality of content creation right there. Okay. I feel like I can post this on Instagram. My eyes are watering. Can you guys see that? Okay. I gotta go. But yeah. If you're seeing this, give me more questions. I will make a part 2. And bye guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope some of you congenital anosmics could relate to me. And ask me any questions. Also comment below any questions. I will answer them in the comments or make a part 2 if I get enough questions. Or if I just feel like it. I don't know. I just feel like it. Also, do you like my shirt? Rate my shirt, bro. It says like Tahoe on it. And then I have shorts. I have my American Eagle shorts. I think it's cute. I changed when I got home because it was so hot. People on Instagram wondering why I'm wearing a different shirt. I changed. It was really hot. Okay. Bye guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. Comment more questions. I hope you guys liked hearing about my congenital anosmia and my story. I also posted on YouTube, if this is on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, I posted, there should be a playlist maybe, on my anosmia story, where I went more into depth and I said how I found out, what age I was, the whole story, like getting diagnosed, the doctor visits, and if you want me to go more in tune to that, like more in depth, like tell you more about it, just tell me and I'll tell you guys. I'll answer answer on that video. You can comment on that video and tell me if you want me to go more in depth on something or you're confused. Sorry, this piece of dust. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you. Smash the like button, comment, repost if you're on Instagram, share to your friends if you're on YouTube, subscribe, follow. Thank you. I'm 2 away from, I forgot, 800 on Instagram, and I think I'm close to 100. I'm close to 100 on YouTube. Only like 9 away. Bye guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Bye.